So we started with, obviously top of the funnel. So some really good content there, placements across, LinkedIn. And then of course we're running SEM for top, mid, and bottom of the funnel so that we can ensure we're present all the way through. We did do a little bit of display in the beginning, but just did not find that, not that when you're doing top of funnel display that clicks are always the best metric, right? We want to take a look at the frequency, the exposure, the impressions that we're getting. And so we started there with the top of the funnel, but simultaneously we launched a middle of the funnel audience using Bombora's intent data. So the way we set that up is we had an automated closed loop system that we set up using ZoomInfo, Bombora, and HubSpot. So what we did is we lined out our ICP within ZoomInfo, right? So we can automatically, using their workflows, if you have the right plan, push those people into HubSpot. So somebody who was not surging, those people would go into the top of funnel audience. But as soon as they're surging, then we would bring those people into the middle of funnel audience, right? So we're using Bombora to determine which of those accounts are surging so that we can properly deploy those audiences. And so then that automatically moves people. When they start surging, it moves them to the middle of funnel, content or ads or placements. When they stop surging, well, then we have a couple of different things we do, right? We can move them back to top of funnel, or we can move them to a long-term nurture, because if they're no longer surging, well, there's two different things that could have happened, right? They already chose another solution.
Right.
Now, in this instance, that was highly unlikely because the other solution, there's only one other solution available. So we could move those people into a nurture. And then once they either reached the appropriate lead score, or they, requested a demo, or they, downloaded X number of pieces of content, then we could move them into SQL stage. And then we also were using HubSpot to set up automations so that their sales team could support this, because this is absolutely the type of sale. I'm all about asynchronous buying. And I think that a lot of SaaS companies should be focusing on, for their own good and the good of their customers, how they can help people to buy without having to get sales involved when the customer isn't ready for it. Let them do what they want to do. But in this type of product with the scale of everything, you have to get those stakeholders to the table.